Good morning. Welcome to your morning yoga practice brought to you by the National Peanut Board. My name is Caroline Young. I am a registered dietitian and registered yoga teacher. So like I said, I'm here with the National Peanut Board this morning. Very excited about that. I love the National Peanut Board. I love the whole team there. And I love peanuts and peanut butter. So more on that at the end of practice. I'll be sharing with you guys my favorite post-yoga snack. All right? So let's get started with our yoga practice. Okay, so find a easy pose. So this is called Sukasana in yoga. And sit up nice and tall. So you're crossing your legs nice and tall. And if this is not comfortable for you for any reason this morning, you can do what I was just doing. Stand on or sit on your knees. Or find another comfortable seat. Okay, so just really listen to your body. We're going to be sitting for the first few minutes of practice today. Okay, so we'll be going through some centering and some breathing, and then we'll be doing some warm-ups, all right, and then we're going to do some flowing, a little bit of flowing and some strengthening, and then some deep stretching, and then a nice relaxation at the end of practice today. Okay, so this is an all levels practice, so don't worry if you don't have much experience with yoga. Just please, regardless of level, please listen to your body. All right, I'm just your guide. Your body is the one that really knows how things feel, how different poses and different movements feel in your body, and yoga is never supposed to feel painful, okay? So if anything ever feels painful at any point throughout practice today, please stop and back out gently of whatever it is that you're doing and find a child's pose, okay? So real quick, before we do our centering and get started with our practice, I'll show you child's pose in case you need a reminder or learn what it is. So you're going to come to a tabletop position on the mat, and then you're going to separate your knees to the edges of the mat, bring your toes together, and press your hips back, and then just stretch your arms out in front, bring your head to the ground. Okay, so child's pose is the place that I want you to go if you are feeling tired, needing a break, or again, if you're in any pain and what we're doing just isn't working for you in the moment, okay? So, and if child's pose doesn't feel good for you, sometimes it doesn't. It just kind of depends on the day. So if that's not feeling good, you can always come into corpse pose, which is just lying on your back with your arms stretched out and your arms down by your sides, okay? So just remember that if at any point today you need a break, or if anything hurts, you just need to take a few breaths and kind of reset child's pose or corpse pose. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Please close your eyes. If closing your eyes doesn't feel safe, you can always look downward, slightly downward. So not directly down, but slightly down, and pick something that is not moving, that's a focal object that you can really place your gaze on. Okay, so either one is fine. Sit up tall, relax your shoulders, and bring your palms down on your knees. So that's for groundedness, all right? So if you notice that this morning your mind is a little scattered and you're needing to kind of hone that in, you can bring your palms down. If you're needing some energy this morning and you're feeling a little lethargic and sluggish, turn your palms up. And if you need a little bit of both, which is almost always the case for me, do one of each, all right? So just figure out what makes the most sense for you, what you're needing, and find the breath, okay? So take a deep inhale in through the nose. Deep exhale out through the mouth. Don't be shy. Let out a big sigh. Let it go. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. Okay. So continue with those cleansing breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, when you feel like you've had enough cleansing breaths, find an ocean sounding breath. And all that means is inhaling in through the nose and exhaling out through the nose. Slight constriction in the back of the throat. So you're creating the ocean sound with your own breath. Inhaling in through the nose. And exhaling out through the nose. Inhaling in. And exhaling out. bring your awareness to this moment. You've chosen to show up on your mat. You've chosen this practice. It's the right choice. Just trust that and stay with your breath. Inhaling in and exhaling out. Your breath is always with you. It is a tool that you can come back to whenever you're feeling off center, needing to be present, and bringing your mind back to the moment. Inhale in and exhale out. Okay, continue with those breaths and just take a moment to ask yourself, how am I this morning? And just see what comes up for you. Just notice, there's no judgment here. Just notice how you are. And then ask yourself, as you're checking in, ask yourself, what am I needing this morning? Or maybe it's for the day. What am I needing? And take a moment for this to come to you. Again, don't judge it, just trust it. And then create an intention or an affirmation that you can take with you into your day. All right, so you can start with I am, or I am in the process of. I am blank. Fill in your blank. And once you have it, just repeat it to yourself, inhaling in and exhaling out. One more time, repeating your affirmation to yourself. If you want, you can even say it out loud. And exhale out. Good. Okay. So we're going to turn the palms down, and we're just going to do a little bit of seated warm-ups, all right? So inhale, stretch the spine long, send the crown of the head towards the sky. And then as you inhale, straighten up, exhale, tuck the chin. Inhale your head over to the right. And exhale down through center. Inhale over to the left. Exhale through center. Inhale over to the right. Exhale through center. Inhale left. And exhale down. Go to each side, match your breath to movement. Inhales lift you, exhales lower you. And one more time to each side, your own pace, there's no rush. Exhale back down to center whenever you're ready, and then lift your head up. Nice work. All right, so we're going to continue our warm-up seated. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Look up towards the sky, slightly lift your chin, really, really reach. Reach, reach, reach. Take another inhale. Exhale, you're going to lean over to your right side and slowly release your right elbow to the ground. Nice and slow. Whoop, there's the table. All right, just stretch your left arm past your head towards the right, and then start to look under your left elbow. Try to keep this left arm straight. Keep that left glute on the mat. It's gonna wanna pop up. Press it back down if it does that. Take a deep inhale and reach. And as you exhale, twist and open your heart up towards the sky a little more. Good, and then inhale, arms up. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale to the other side. Nice, so left elbow down. You're gonna extend that right arm past your head towards the left, and you're gonna slowly open your heart towards the sky. Look up if that's comfortable for your neck. If not, you can look forward or down. Press that right glute down if it's popping up. Okay, inhale, reach, exhale, twist to open. And then inhale back to center. Reach your arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, you're just gonna forward fold all the way out to center. And then just reach your fingertips forward, relax your head down. Breathe here for a moment. Again, if your glutes try to lift up, just press them back down. Press into your hands to help you with that. Inhale in and exhale, let your head drop. Breathe here for a few moments. Okay, inhale, lift up and walk your hands over to the right. And then release your head back down. You're going to gently walk your left fingertips a little bit forward past your right fingertips. Feel that stretch all the way through the left side body and relax your head down. Breathe here. Good. Inhale, come through center. And exhale, go ahead and move to the other side. Good. So release your head down and walk your right fingertips past your left fingertips. So you're feeling the stretch all on the right side. It feels so good, especially after just waking up. Breathe here, relax your head down. Good, come back to center, moving slowly. All right, we're gonna transition very slowly today, all right, and mindfully. Okay, so inhale, lift your heart slightly, lift your gaze, and then exhale, fold once more. Inhale, slowly walk your hands back up to a seat. Nice work. So pause here for a moment in stillness, and we're gonna have our palms down. We're gonna do a little seated cat and cow, okay? So for a seated cow pose, we're going to inhale, press the heart forward, squeeze the shoulder blades slightly behind the back, lift the chin, and look up. Exhale, cat pose, curl the spine, gently pull on the knees, tuck the chin, engage the core. Inhale in. And exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. Really pull the belly button to the spine, stretch it out. Good. 3 more at your own pace, matching breath to movement. We're really starting to warm up the spine and the core. Good. 2 more at your own pace. There's no rush. And 1 more round. Come back to center. Take a deep breath in. Shoulders up into your ears. Exhale them back and down. A couple more times. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Good. Then just reverse those shoulder rolls. So inhaling, squeezing your shoulder blades together behind your back, up, and then forward and down. A couple more. Nice. Come back to center, and then let's just draw one shoulder forward, the right shoulder, or the left, it really doesn't matter, and then the other one forward, just kind of resetting in center here. Great. So we're gonna do 1 more movement as we sit for our warm-ups, okay? So inhale, reach the right arm up towards the sky, really, really, really reach. And then exhale, just place your right hand to your left ear. Gently tug, there's no forcing here. Gently tug your head towards the right. And it probably feels good. If it doesn't, that's okay. You can come back to the left hand to the knee. Probably feels pretty good to start to walk that left hand out. Okay, and just gently tugging your head towards the right until you feel a nice opening all through here. And just breathe. Okay, come back to center, left hand to left knee. Inhale, stretch that right arm up. Exhale, right hand to right shoulder, and draw some circles with the elbow. Okay, just really loosening up all the joints. Good. Inhaling, lifting the elbow up, and exhaling it down. And then just go in the opposite direction when you're ready. Okay, and just listen to your body. Maybe it wants to go super slow. Maybe it wants to go a little quicker. I don't recommend going really, really fast. Okay, we're just gonna be very mindful of our movements today. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Good. And then release that side, palm down. Inhale, left arm up, reach, reach. Exhale, left hand to right ear. And walk those right fingertips out if you did it on the other side. And gentle tug of the head towards the left until you feel a nice opening all through the right side body. Really from the neck area to the shoulder. And just breathe. Good. And then start to walk it back in, right hand to right knee, left arm up, inhale. Exhale, left hand to left shoulder. Draw your circles in one direction. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Matching that breath to movement. Maybe you even smile. Sometimes it's easy to get really serious in yoga. I do that often, and I have to remind myself to smile. Same with life, right? And then go in the opposite direction. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Good. When you're complete on that side, just release your left hand down. Awesome. So we are going to come onto our backs. We're gonna do a little bit more warm-ups. All right. So slowly release your spine down, okay? So you're gonna hold on to your knees or your shins and you're gonna slowly come down. Engage your core as you release. Think of your spine as a string of pearls being released onto a little table or dresser, okay? Great. So we're gonna bend that right knee into the chest. Just give it a little squeeze and do some circles with the ankles. Oh, wow. Big cracks for me this morning. Go in one direction and then the other direction. Whoa. And then the other direction. Good. Go one more time in each direction. Great. And just release that. Inhale, left knee into the chest. Give it a nice squeeze first, and then do your ankle rolls. One time in one direction. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I've got some really, really cracky ankles this morning. All right, so just go a few more times in one direction and then the other. Good. And then release your left leg down. We're gonna do a bridge flow, a bridge vinyasa. All right, this is to continue to warm the spine up. All right, so you're gonna inhale, lift your hips up towards the sky so your knees are in line over your ankles. Lift your hips up and lift your arms up as you inhale. Exhale, lower everything down, nice and slow. Good. Tilt your pelvis slightly as you come down, and then inhale, lift back up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower back down. Good. Go 3 more times with your own breath, matching breath to movement, listening to your body and how it wants to move. Okay, a couple more. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Nice work. Okay, so we're going to give ourselves a hug. What a great thing to do in the morning. All right, so bend your knees into your chest. And you're gonna get into a little ball, all right? So wrap those arms around your shins, tuck your chin, and really give yourself a big old hug. Take a few breaths here. Okay, nice. And then we're just gonna do some rocking from side to side, like a little massage on that lower back. Inhaling to one side, exhaling to the other side. A few more times. Good. And then find your way onto one side, whichever side is fine, into the fetal position, all right? So finding that fetal position for a moment, just pause here, and then slowly press into your hands and make your way up. We're gonna find tabletop position, all right? So tabletop is just finding your hands right underneath your shoulders, all right? So press away from the ground just nice and gently, and your knees are underneath your hips, okay? So find your alignment first, all right? And then take a breath here in stillness. Good. All right, so we're gonna do a little wrist work. I don't know about you, but with all this virtual work, my wrists definitely need some extra love. So I'm gonna ask you to turn your hands out to the side. So facing the left and the right side of the mat, okay? And you're just gonna gently, as you inhale, bring your weight in your body forward, over, slightly past. Shoulders are slightly past your wrists. You should feel an opening there. And then press back. And then just go from side to side. Kind of let this be intuitive, all right? What feels good with your, as far as your wrist opening go? Good, and then come back to center and then just switch how your fingers are facing or the direction of your fingers, all right? So they're towards your body now, palms down, and then just start to press back. Oh, it feels so good. And then forward, maybe side to side. Great. And then just come back to tabletop, hands, palms down into the mat. Okay, so we're going to do some tabletop cat and cow. This is classic cat and cow, just a few rounds. All right, so inhale, lift the heart, drop the belly, chin is slightly lifted. Exhale, tuck the chin, curl the belly, belly button to spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, open the heart. Exhale, back to cat. Inhale, one more round at your own pace. Nice work. All right, so I'm gonna scoot back a little bit so I've got room to do this. So we're gonna do a little bit of core work, all right? So, and it's balance work too, actually, okay? So you're gonna bring your left hand towards the center of the mat, if not right in the center, okay? You know best. Your body will tell you what makes sense when you start to lift your limbs. So you're gonna stretch your right arm out in front of you, and you're gonna extend your left leg back. Gotta do some adjusting here. Okay, so stretch your left arm forward, right arm forward, left leg back, and take an inhale here. Exhale, curl it in. So right elbow to left knee, curl it in, and inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach, 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 reach. And exhale, release, tabletop. Nice work. Take a breath. Pause in stillness here. Okay, so same thing on the other side. Right hand towards the center of the mat. Stretch that left arm forward, right leg back. You're squaring the hips when you do this, just a little note there. Okay, so that means just sending the right toes down towards the ground. All right, inhale, reach, stretch long, exhale, curl in. Left elbow to right knee, tuck the chin, inhale, stretch, reach, reach. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach, 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 reach. Exhale, come back to table, and again, just pause here. And then take your knees wide, toes to touch. Inhale and exhale, child's pose. So we're taking a collective child's pose. Stretch your hands out towards the top of the mat. Palms are wide. Feel the ground. Feel your mat. Press into your hands. Press your hips back and then bring your head towards the ground. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, letting out some heat. Okay, slowly start to shift your way back to tabletop. And then bring your knees right underneath your hips again. Hands are underneath your shoulders. And we're gonna do something called threading the needle. This is an amazing spinal twist. One of my favorite things, all right? So right hand is at the center of the mat. Inhale, left arm lifts up, twist, look up. Exhale, bring the left arm and thread it through underneath the right, and then bring this left elbow all the way down to the ground. So my head is gonna be faced opposite you just for a few moments. So lower down, hips are up. Good, just thread that needle. So you're gonna walk your right fingertips up towards the top of the mat if that feels good. Maybe you stretch your arm up and then take a bind. Okay, so whatever feels best, listen to the body. Inhale in. And exhale, open and twist. One more breath cycle. Inhale up with the right hand if it was twisted or bound. And exhale, release that right hand down. Unthread the needle. Inhale, left arm goes up. Exhale, tabletop. Find stillness for a moment. And one full breath in and out. And then we'll do the other side, okay? So left hand at the center of the mat. Inhale, right arm reaches, look up. And exhale, thread the needle. So right arm through the left, right shoulder comes down to the mat. Hips are up. Maybe you reach your left fingertips up towards the top of the mat. Maybe they come up towards the sky, and exhale, twist and take that bind. Wherever you are, breathe in through the nose. And exhale, twist it out a little bit deeper. We're not jerking ourselves, just gently twisting. Good. Inhale, left arm reaches if it was bound. And exhale, press that left hand in to the mat. Find table. Inhale, right arm reaches up. And exhale, right hand comes back down. Here we are in our tabletop. All right. So pause here for a moment in stillness. Engage your core. So belly button to spine, press away from the mat. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. All right. So we are going to come into our first downward facing dog of the day. All right. So you're going to reach your hands, you're going to reach your hands a little bit further out in front of you, so about a hand print further than they were, all right? And let your fingers splay out a little bit towards the side, just slightly, and separate your fingers and press into your hands, all right? Turn your toes under, tuck them under. Inhale here. And as you exhale, I just want you to lift your knees slightly. We're not going to take downward dog just yet, okay? So lift your knees slightly, engage your core, and breathe here. Press away from the mat. We're starting to build strength now. You've got this. Inhale in, and exhale out. Come back to that affirmation that you set for yourself. Inhale in, exhale out. One more. Inhale, Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Here we are. Make sure your palms are pressing into the mat, your fingers are separated, and you're just gonna walk out your dog. That just means lifting one heel and lowering the other. And just going from side to side. Should feel good. You're just warming up the legs, waking up the muscles of the legs, just flowing from side to side. Inhale one side, and exhale the other side. Inhale one side, exhale the other. And I'm gonna also encourage you to let your head be heavy, and maybe you nod your head yes and no, like you mean it. All right. And then when you're ready, find stillness, okay? So you're gonna inhale onto the balls of the feet, and then exhale, lower your heels down. Don't worry about them touching the mat or not. Mine are not right now, okay? So it's all good. Press into your hands, push your heart towards your knees. Deep inhale in. Exhale out through the mouth. A couple more cleansing breaths. Inhale in. Nice work. All right, guys. So, or ladies, rather. Ladies and gentlemen. So, we're going to do a little more core work here in our downward facing dog. All right, kind of similar to what we did from table. All right. So, inhale. You're going to lift your right leg up into three-legged dog. All right. And as you exhale, you're going to look forward and shift forward, kind of like you're coming into a plank position, top of a push-up, but your right knee is going to stay lifted, and you're going to try to tuck your chin in towards your knee. Give it a kiss, and inhale back up. Slow and deliberate. Exhale back. Kiss that knee. Inhale up. And exhale one more. Let's see if my head hits the table. And inhale up. Nice. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of hip opening while we're here, okay? So you're gonna start to lift that right leg up and then bend the knee and start to twist open towards the right. And just look under that right armpit. All right, so I'm not facing you guys at this moment. Just look under that right armpit. And then come back to center. Lift that right leg. Inhale. Exhale, lower it down. Find your downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Other side, okay? So walk that right foot in just a little bit. Inhale, lift your leg up. Keep your hips squared, okay? So your toes are down, pointing down towards the earth. And as you exhale, shift forward into that plank with your left leg lifted. Kiss your knee. Inhale up. And exhale through. Kiss. Inhale one more. Exhale in. You got it. Inhale, lift. Open up the hips. Just bend that left knee. Start to look under your left armpit. Oh yeah, should feel good. And then inhale up. Square your hips. Exhale, downward facing dog. Cleansing breath. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. All right, guys. We got some more strengthening to do. If you need to take a child's pose for a moment, go for it. Okay? Otherwise, we're going to shift forward into plank. Okay? So if plank is not in your practice at the moment, that's okay. You can always drop your knees and just keep pressing into your palms nice and strong. You're pressing away from the ground, okay? And press out through your heels, belly button engaged, okay? Otherwise, from plank pose, again, press up through your heels, press away from the ground, and breathe. In through the nose, out through the nose. Come back to that affirmation. Good. Few more breaths here. You got it. Nice work. All right, so we're gonna give the wrists a little break, right? Inhale here. Exhale, drop the knees. And we're gonna find a child's pose a little bit differently. So your legs are together and your arms are outstretched at first and your head is down. And then reach your arms back behind you to take hold of your feet. And the third eye, or the center of the brow, is directly on the mat. And just breathe here, just resetting. Feel your heartbeat. Great. Slowly start to transition back to tabletop. All right, so your knees are right underneath your hips, your wrists are right underneath your shoulders. Pause here. Breathe. Good. Walk your hands out forward a little bit more. Coming into downward facing dog. Tuck the toes. Inhale here. Exhale. Lift your hips up and back. Heart presses towards your knees. Let your head relax. Deep inhale in. Deep exhale out. Okay. Shift forward into plank. Pause and hold. Find your strength. It's there. Then bring your right hand underneath your body to the center of the mat. You're going to spin on the outer edge of that right foot. And you're going to find side plank. Okay, so you're going to stack your left leg on top of your right and reach your left arm up towards the sky. Maybe you look up. Okay, if this is not in your practice, you can lower. Here we go. Lower your right knee down and stretch your left leg out, okay? Again, your left arm up. So you're either on your knee or with both legs extended. Either one is totally fine. Please honor your body. All right, so breathing here. And exhale, come back to either tabletop, if you're doing the modified version, or plank pose, okay? So I'm actually going to switch my direction on the other side, so I am not facing the wall. Okay, so find plank if you're choosing to do plank, okay? Or you can stay on your knees. Inhale here. Exhale, left palm in the center of the mat. Find your side plank, your version, okay? So spin onto the outer edge of that left foot, stack your right leg on top, and stretch your right arm up towards the sky. Good. If you're doing that modification, you're bending that left knee and stretching that right leg out. Beautiful. Inhale, reach that right arm up. And exhale, come back down, tabletop position or plank pose. Okay, and then everyone find tabletop. We're gonna find one round of breath in child's pose, okay? So whichever version of child's pose you like best. You can have knees wide or together. I'm gonna take knees wide. Inhale, and then as you exhale, come back. Arms reach out, head is down. Good. Inhale back up to tabletop. Come back to table. Walk your fingertips forward a little bit. Getting ready for downward dog again. So tuck the toes. Inhale, and as you exhale, lift up and back, downward facing dog. All right, guys, so we're gonna do a little twisting, all right? So this is good for detoxing, because it really, really gets at the organs, your internal organs. All right, so you're gonna walk your feet up just about 1 footprint each. You're gonna really, really press into that right hand and pick up your left hand and grab that shin of the right leg, and you're gonna twist. You're gonna feel this in your abdominal region. There we go, just twisting it out. Nice, looking under that right armpit. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist. Good, inhale. And as you exhale, release that hand down. Other side. Pick up the right hand and take hold of that left shin and twist to look under that left armpit. Breathe here. Inhale, and as you exhale, wring it out, engage the core. Twist a little deeper if you can. Good, and then come back to center. Walk it back out, regular downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Nice work. Inhale here and exhale. Drop to the knees. I encourage you to take a sip of water. This is a nice point to just take a sip. I'm also thirsty myself. Good. Just kind of reset. If you broke a little sweat and we built a little bit of heat, you can towel yourself off or grab something to do that. Okay, just check in with yourself, see if you're needing anything. Maybe you're just ready to keep going. All right, and we are gonna keep going. Okay, so come back to tabletop. Okay, and find downward facing dog again. All right, so tuck those toes. We've been here often at this point in practice. Okay, so tuck those toes, inhale here. Exhale, lift up and back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out through the mouth. One more deep breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Good. And then we're just going to come into one last plank, okay? So this is one last plank pose of practice today. Inhale in here. Press away from the ground. Press your heels back. Continue with your deep breaths in and out through the nose. Inhale in. Exhale, shift forward and lower all the way down to your belly. Take a moment and pause here. Let your toes touch, ankles splay out, arms are down by your sides. Just breathe for a moment. We're going to do some spinal strengthening, some strengthening of the back. All right? Take a couple more breaths. And come back to center, so your chin is at the center of the mat. And you're going to reach your feet out directly behind you, okay? So they were turned in before, reach them out. And interlace your hands behind your back. Get a nice grip there, squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders. And imagine that someone is behind you, gently pulling your hands back towards your feet. All right, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then inhale, lift those toes up. So everything is lifted except for your pelvic region and your lower abdominals. Okay, so inhale, lift up a little more, open your heart. Maybe you smile. And exhale, lower down, turn your head to one side. Bend the knees and just sway from side to side with the feet. Taking some deep breaths in and out through the nose. You can take cleansing breath as well. Good, stretch your legs out. We're gonna do the same thing one more time, all right? So your legs are zipped up tight together, tops of the feet on the ground. Your chin is center. Interlace your fingers behind your back, or you can do a different arm variation. Maybe you want your arms out like wings, kind of like flapping by the side. Okay, so palms would be down if you did that. Inhale, lift up, head, neck, and chest. Shoulder blades together, open the heart. Lift the legs as well. Deep breath in to come up higher. A little bit lower, and then one more breath. Fullest expression. And exhale, lower down. Turn your head to the other side. And just breathe here. Good. And then start to bring your palms right underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, and just gently press up to that tabletop position. Awesome work. All right, so just come all the way to the center of the mat. Yeah. So find the center of your mat, and you're going to stretch your legs out in a straddle position. Okay, so right leg goes to the right corner of the mat, and left leg goes to the left corner of the mat. All right, so inhale, stretch the spine tall. And as you exhale, you're just going to walk through center. Okay, so your feet are flexed. You're going to walk towards center. Maybe your arms are straight out in front of you. Maybe this is your edge today, your place of, comfort. Maybe if you feel like you can go a little deeper without feeling pain, you can release your elbows down. I like to have my palms up, but you can have them down. And just breathe here. You should feel a nice opening in your thighs here. Okay, so deep breaths in and deep breaths out. All right, start to slowly walk yourself up to center. Okay, so we're gonna do something called Shavasana, that's the Sanskrit name, or separate leg stretching pose in English. So right leg stays out where it was, left knee is bent, bottom of the left foot is on the right thigh, all right? And I like to square my hips first, so I kind of square myself off over that right leg. Your right foot is flexed. You're going to inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky, lift up, and exhale, fold over that right leg. Maybe your hands meet your feet, maybe not. Maybe it's your ankle or your shin, doesn't matter. Maybe your hands are on the ground, palms down. Deep breath in, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, curl down. Maybe your knee comes to your nose, maybe it doesn't. That's okay. Either way is okay. All right, so if you want more of a back release here, you can bend that right knee as much as you need to make that head to knee connection. Okay, if you want more of a hamstring leg stretch, you're going to leave your leg planted, knees not bent. Just breathe here for a few more breaths. Good, slowly walk yourself back up, and we're just gonna do the other side, very simple. Okay, so start to shift slowly. You're gonna bring that right foot in, left leg back out. Right bottom of the right foot comes to the left thigh. And again, do that little centering of the hips, flex through the left foot. Inhale, send your arms up, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, straighten the spine. Exhale, fold. Again, bend your knee if you want more of that head to knee connection and that back opening and release. If you want more of a leg stretch, you can make sure that your leg is planted on the ground. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Slowly walk yourself back up to center. This time we're going to come into a seated bound angle. Okay. Badukanasana. All right. It's also called a butterfly stretch too. If you want to move your knees up and down a little bit, that can feel kind of nice. If not, you can just be still. All right. So inhale in and exhale, start to fold forward. exhale, fold forward. You can open your feet like a book. That feels nice sometimes. Bending the elbows, deep inhale in. Exhale out. But inhale, slowly walk your way back up to seated. Close the knees. And we're going to turn to face the back of the mat. Okay, we're going to do a tiny bit more core work. Okay? All right. So we're coming into Navasana Pose, which is boat pose. Okay? So I'm just going to invite you to shift slightly backwards. Slightly back. Your spine is nice and straight. Your chest is lifted. Shoulders are dropping back. All right? Chin is slightly lifted as well. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay, so you're going to start to lift your knees and your legs, all right? So your shins are parallel to the ground right now. Maybe your hands stay on your, what am I holding right now? My thighs, my hamstrings, okay? Maybe your arms extend out in front of you. Keep that heart lifted, okay? So maybe you're still here. Engage the core. If you're shaking like me, that's normal. You're getting stronger. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Good. Few more breaths. Inhale in. Maybe you start to straighten one leg. And then bend it in. Straighten the other. Bend it back. Maybe both. And exhale. Bend the knees in. Plant those feet. Curl into yourself. Okay, so just like we did at the beginning of practice, give yourself a hug. It's a different type of hug. Still a hug. Curl in. Tuck the chin. Rest. Repeat that affirmation from the beginning of practice. Okay, great work. So scoot yourself forward if you need to make sure that there's room to lay your spine all the way back down onto the mat. Okay, so slowly release the spine all the way down. Ooh, remember that string of pearls? Nice work. Okay, so we've got some stretches to do on the ground. We're going to do Pigeon Pose, but it's going to be on the back. Okay, so this is for our hips. All right, so knees are bent. You're going to take that right foot and place that right ankle right over that left thigh or knee. Okay, and I like to gently press that right knee away just to start to ease into it. All right, maybe this is plenty, and if it is, your body will tell you stop there. Maybe you lift that left foot, start to pull gently that left knee towards your body, interlacing your hands around your left thigh. Okay, deep breath in. Exhale, gently pull that left knee towards your body. Okay, inhaling in and exhale with a gentle pull towards the body. Opening that right hip. Maybe you rock from side to side. Maybe you're still. Inhaling in. Exhaling out. Inhale in. Exhale out, release. Left foot comes down to the mat. Okay, so we're going to go into a spinal twist now. All right, so you're going to bring that right foot all the way over. So you're going to be crossing the knees, the right knee over the left knee. All right, and your arms will be out in a T position or a goalpost position. Okay, inhale, lift the knees up. Exhale, lower the legs over towards the left for a nice spinal twist. Look out towards the right arm and breathe here. Enjoy the twist. You've worked hard today. Lots of core work, strengthening, spinal work. So just pause here and enjoy. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay, slowly come back to center. Just unravel the legs. Place your arms back down by your sides, palms down for the moment. Feet are flat on the ground, knees over the ankles. Good, and then just lift the left foot up. We're doing the same thing on the other side. So left ankle over the right knee, flex the left foot. Gently press that left knee away from the body. Figure out what feels good for you, right? And if you want to go further, you can interlace the fingers around that right thigh and gently, as you take a deep inhale in and exhale out, pull that right knee towards the body, feeling that opening in the left hip. Oh, it feels amazing. Inhale in. Exhale out. Maybe you go a little deeper. Maybe not. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release that right foot back down for now, and then just gently nudge that left knee over the right knee, and then pick the knees back up. Exhale. You're going to scoot the left hips over a little bit if you need, and then legs go to the right, arms are at a T or goalpost, gaze is down the left arm. Breathe here and enjoy. Good. Slowly make your way back up to center, unravel, find your knees over your ankles. Okay, feet are forward, palms are down by your sides. We're going to do a bridge pose. So we did bridge flow at the beginning. We're going to do a static bridge hold. All right, so make sure your hands can touch your ankles. Inhale, lift your hips up towards the sky. Make sure your knees are not doing this. That's very common. So imagine there's a block between your knees. Parallel there. Press your hips up. If you'd like, you can walk your shoulder blades together behind your back. Interlace your fingers and press your hips up. Lift your chin, lift your heart, lift everything up. And inhale in, lift up. And exhale, slowly lower your spine all the way back down. And gently bend those knees in towards your chest. Find happy baby, so separate your knees. Reach through your legs, take hold of the outer edges of your feet. Come back to the ground, head is on the ground. Gently press your feet down towards the ground. Maybe you straighten your right leg, maybe your left, maybe you just kind of rock from side to side. Maybe you're just still. Deep inhale in, deep exhale out. Good, and then just slowly come back to feet on the ground. Knees are bent, just for a second, pause here. And in your own time, start to find Shavasana, okay? So you're going to slowly stretch the legs out. If there's any other movement that you need before Shavasana, we're gonna be laying here in Shavasana for a few moments. You can do that, okay? Otherwise, find stillness, arms are down by your sides, palms are up. Close the eyes, take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, side out. Let go. Give yourself permission to be completely still before you start your workday, allowing yourself this space of peace and stillness. Okay. Please stay a few moments in Shavasana. If you have time to stay longer, stay longer. Otherwise, follow me, come with me as we close out our practice. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out through the mouth. Start to circle the wrists. Maybe you wiggle the fingers and the toes. Circle the ankles. Start to bend in one knee. Place that foot on the ground, bend the other one, place that foot on the ground. And then find a fetal position. I almost forgot. what this is called. Find that fetal position and just rest here for a moment. Know that you are held by the universe. Just feel your connection to the ground. And slowly make your way up to a seat, just like we started practice today. All right. So go ahead and close your eyes again just for a few more moments. Palms are down on your thighs, or they are lifted towards the sky. Sometimes it's nice to lift them up for the end of practice. Okay, so whatever feels best though. All right. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Palms to your heart center. Find that affirmation that you set at the beginning of practice. Repeat it to yourself. Maybe it's out loud, maybe it's internal. Just stay here breathing for a few moments. And I'm going to share with you a short poem by one of my favorite poets, Dana Fowles. Just listen as you stay with your hands bowed to your heart. It's called Walk Slowly. It only takes a reminder to breathe, a moment to be still, and just like that, something in me settles and softens, makes space for imperfection. The harsh voice of judgment drops to a whisper, and I remember again that life isn't a relay race, that we all cross the finish line, that waking up to life is what we were born for. As many times as I forget, catch myself charging forward without even knowing where I'm going, that many times I can make the choice to stop, to breathe, and be, and walk slowly into the mystery. Okay, hands at your heart, bowing your head towards your heart. Take a moment to thank yourself for showing up on your mat, for choosing a nourishing practice to start your day, for nourishing your mind, your body, and your spirit. Please know that the spirit in me honors the spirit in you. Thank you so much for letting me guide you this morning. Hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste. And namaste, for anyone who doesn't know, just means the spirit in me honors the spirit in you. All right. So like I mentioned, I have a snack prepared that I'm very excited about. It is nothing fancy. It's super simple, but the best. I think it is literally the best food combination ever. I'm not exaggerating at all. You can ask any of my friends. They all make fun of me for loving peanut butter so much. So anyways, I like crunchy. I love creamy too, but crunchy is my fave. So I got some crunchy peanut butter, got my spoon ready to go, and my banana. So I just like to slice up the banana, make a nice old peanut butter banana mash. I really like to have this after yoga because it is protein, as you guys probably know, more protein than any other nut in peanuts and peanut butter, and carbs. So it's just that great balance. And most importantly, it's delicious. So love it. And of course, peanuts and peanut butter have the unsaturated, heart-healthy fat. Such good stuff. So I hope you guys get to enjoy some kind of peanut buttery, peanut deliciousness today. Please drink a lot of water. I need to refill my cup. But please make sure you hydrate yourself after practice today and throughout the day. And check out my post that'll be up on the National Peanut Board website about this practice and about some other post-yoga peanut butter and peanut delicious snacks. Thank you so much. Take care.